Just a quick promotion, quick. Custom labels printed from, let's see, one batch was made in March, another was made more recently. Gotta get them all applied now, so. Let's see, crappy tools. Yeah, it's a morning stream. I can do morning streams. What are you doing at up at 8 a.m. though? Is your sleep schedule still just random? Those cuts worked out a lot better than I expected. Alright. You fool. When will your sleep schedule start making sense to the rest of the world again? Oh no, not a strem. I hear those are dangerous in large doses. Oh, the camera. Yeah, the camera's in a weird spot right now, but it seemed like the best spot for this type of stream. Honestly, I can't really give you a reason why not. Go for it. There we got our scrap pile. It's time to get some of these games to put them on. Yeah, I actually found out that the DS case was one of my better bets for keeping some of my PSP games. That and this one I already modified to try to put a Game Boy game in, so it already had the back cut out. And it was like a third-party cheap case in the first place, so it's not like it damaged anything too valuable. This is the 2 PSP games. There we go. That looks really bizarre. PSP, Battlefront add Dark Mirror DS games. That's fine. Which was this? Elite Beat? Elite Beat. Another cheap third-party case. Time to make it look beautiful on my shelf. Because right now, it does not have the respect it deserves. There we go. Elite Bet Engines. This one I already actually had a little sticker in there. I could just put this over it. I really don't care. Yeah, these labels are actually a little bigger than I needed, but in the end that looks fine, so I'm not too concerned. The DS ones are easy, because for almost all of those I could still find the box art and just print that out. Yeah. Like, just looking at that, like, that just looks like the normal game until you see this, but, like, really, it's less than 1% of the time where I even see this. Quite a bit less. This is the weird one because it's got this extra large one, or this extra large type of case. This one probably won't fit quite as well as the rest, but I'll try. It looks fine. Oh, I won't be too upset by it. I got their manual for it. Actually, one of the more expensive game manuals I've ever bought separately. Although I feel like Mario RPG will beat that out once I actually invest in that one. There we go, I got our first page done. Nice. Oh yeah, some of the DVD cases. Extra trimming on a few of them, though. There, that was a much cleaner cut. Will need extra trimming. These ones all here are fine. Nice. Here's the ones I'm supposed to take off. Just gonna use scissors on it. Yes! Wait, who did they get for this one again? Who's the guitarist in this? It doesn't say. who did that get? Akabanda. Oh, this is, it is Jules, okay. Oh, as soon as I heard the guitar, I would have known that. I was listening to the acoustic. That's what was confusing me, because he doesn't do that a ton. I've been meaning to do this Portal 2 label for so long. Okay. Let's see, what all do we actually have here? Strobe, Humans, Rebel Strike, Gale Darkness, Red Steel. That one was a little odd, but it's way better than what it has now. You've only been practicing 10 minutes and you're dying? Stop it. Don't hurt yourself. Or just embrace death. I guess that's also an answer. It's not really an answer I'd recommend, but I could give it to you. Some of these gamekeepers are really hard to get out. This one already has it, but the side is like a Hollywood video thing, and that bothers me. So that's why I remade a label. I got Rebel Strike in there, yeah. It's Destroy. Some of the 360 ones have crappy labels. Halo 5 I actually did previously, but it's really blurry. I haven't played Brass in much longer than that, and I would probably sound quite a bit worse. Oh yeah, I forgot. Since I don't have much reason to revisit the 360 version of this, I just have a post-it that says, "You have them on Steam, you fool." Honestly, the only reason I really go back to the 360 version is for... Is this? Oh, it's Octopath, yeah. The only reason I'd really go back to the 360 version is for local multiplayer, which PC might even be able to do, but I have no idea. That works. It's got a little line at the bottom, but I mean, it's quite a step up. At least has the Xbox logo on it now for an Xbox game. Destroy All Humans, which just got a remaster. But I got this version, I got the PS2 version for like $3 or $4. Pretty recently, actually. I think it was one of my most recent game batches. Wait, did this camera freeze? When did that happen? Don't tell me this software took it. No. Let me troubleshoot that camera. Responding. There we go. Oh, let me bring up the other one. Yeah, it looks like this batch was printed a little short. That's fine, though. Oh no, you gotta record something. Carpe diem. That might be too old of a reference for you. I have no idea what they show kids in schools nowadays. I'll play this game one day. Disgusting GameStop label. I only think I have 2 games in my whole collection with these GameStop labels. And both of them, it's because I got them for like 10 cents. Is this Monkey Island? Yes! Oh, I want to play a Monkey Island game so bad. That new collection that got announced, like, I haven't even played any Monkey Island games and I already know that I like kind of need to buy that. It's just all of the games remastered, I think. I'm just hoping that it's not too expensive. Like, if it's like $50 or something, I'll go for it. If it's like some $150 collector's edition, probably not. Probably just stick to the one I have. Oh yeah, I put the Halo 2 manual in here because it won't fit in the actual Rare Replay, or the Master Chief Collection box. And then there's the old one, which was too blurry, because it was taken from actual box art. This one I just mocked up with the high quality logo. There we go. Nice. The Earthbound of GameCube at this point, honestly. It's not very uncommon, it's just so sought after and so expensive now. And I just have the disc only. You could probably still sell it for like $150 now. Because GameCube has gotten really stupid the last however long. Whoa! Oh, thank you for the host, Adrian. This case actually looks terrible. That looks better. I'm gonna... Solution on a paper towel, cure to all my ailments. I think you did. I think I do. This label's just covered in grime. Or the case. I just need the side at least to look fine. This isn't even my copy of the game, it's just Chris's left it here. Chris has a lot of games for systems he doesn't own, and he just kind of brings a lot of them over here. Or he'll start... At this point, he's over here playing games so often that he's just started buying games. Oh, it actually lined up pretty well on the front. Like, you can see the line there, but, like, still. You know, the back doesn't line up, though. So he's literally gotten to the point where he started buying games for systems he doesn't own. Because he knows I probably own them, and he could probably play them here. Did I miss the singing part? Oh no, it's still coming. Let's go, bam. This one looks a little too stretched for my liking, but I mean, I could always come back and print it again later. At the very least, this is far better than like a tiny little post-it note thing. Why would your parents unorganize your bedroom? Alright, there's stack number 2 of making them look more presentable than just like a little post-it in the side. Oh dear. This one will be a little ambitious. Just a little. Is this Pendleton's? This will probably be one of the ones where it's most important to have precise lines. I was debating if I want to do this with an X-Acto, because I only have one copy of this particular page. Yeah, I think I will. Some of them I can be less precise. This one, I really should. It keeps getting in the way of the camera. Debating if me and John want to go back to Battletoads at some point. We did get pretty far in it, but like still, it's such a hard game. Still haven't played any of the Mother trilogy, and it upsets me. As far as I can tell, they're all standalone, so I don't really need a specific order, but still. It's also probably just because the States only really got one of them until a few years ago, and then we got Earthbound Beginnings. Which isn't even what that game originally was, but sure. And again, if they just call it mother button, it might confuse some people? I don't know. Favorite right now. Jerry's Mask. Okay, it was my noses. I was wondering. Do I have this locked at set focus? Yeah, how bad does it happen to be if I do start doing this? Yeah, I'm just doing the stream off bedhead. That's fine. It's not even a definitive ending, it just kind of fades. I've only listened to this album like once or twice, and I haven't really done it in a dedicated way. Because, I mean, this album's only a week old or so. I know that guitar. Yeah, it's Grant. Oh, hey Daniel. Basically, like, what's an example left? Like, some of them are a little different, but like I have some games in my collection where this is how they're on the wall right now. Because I don't have the original boxes for them, and I don't want to just have them in like a case full of games. So they just look like this, but I printed off labels so that on the shelf, they actually just look like any other game. Kind of. For these ones right now, it's mostly my N64 games. They just need... These ones I made labels, but they were when I had the cartridges on their own. Now I have them in like actual cases, since a lot of them I've been getting manuals for, so things have changed. That's fine. So I've been making these in Photoshop for a while, just whenever I get enough of them that I need labels for, I start making them in Photoshop, and then I go and get them all printed and start putting them in sleeves. Because a lot of these are just kind of like loose cartridges otherwise, and it's not that interesting. And instead of doing the whole box art, I just focus on the side because it's way easier to make, way cheaper to print, and how often do I actually look at the cover of it? Like pretty much all the time, it's just the side label. And I just like projects like this, so fun pastime. This thing a lot. That wasn't the best cut I could have done, but it'll work for sure. The weird one in Toy Story. What a shockingly great game on the N64 and PS1 that, like, no one had expectations for, and still no one knows about, really. There's no Banjo or Kazooie Killer or whatever, but I mean, it's really good, so. Alright. That's these ones. I could probably just overlap the previous one. Yeah, that looks a lot better for this kind of case. Oh, I forgot I did it before with where I cut out the sword and the logo. Looks a lot nicer. Dark Art one was hard because I had to do a lot of custom art for this label. I think it was actually taken from like a Nintendo Power scan mock-up that had like text over it, and I had to like correct and reposition a bunch of the image in order to make this. Even N64 manuals are starting to actually go up in value quite a bit. Because I've been finding most of mine recently, and they're still like $5 each almost. I've just been getting good deals because I'm another shop owner. I still have the original label I made on it. The original label is just the eyes. It's been a while since he's done anything, hasn't it? Unless I've just missed it. Forget how much Ro and Christian's styles remind me of each other. Still haven't actually beat Majora's Mask on 64. Only on 3DS so far. Just change one day. I love that one part of that. It's still weird that all it does, Ro still is at the full time in the music industry. There we go. Wave race. That one's a little harder to see, but it's a whole like wave. It's just very bright. Gotta get Chrono in there somewhere. This is probably one of the last ones in that album, isn't it? Oh, no, there's still 5 more. Now, this one I had a label, but it was too big. It had to be like folded over, and it's all taped, and it's not adequate. This one's actually sized right. background's always a little darker. Yeah, this already looks much nicer. This one's special. It's the first game I ever owned. Not the first one I ever played, but the first one I ever played more than 2 seconds. It's just Yoshi's Island map. Luckily, this is probably the hardest page that I have in here, so it won't be this bad after this one. Although the next one is certainly bizarre. I don't have a manual for Mario 64 yet. Is that? Yes! It took like one note for me to know. Zone of 4! I really should have given that game more attention. Oh my god, die with Neo in there. Memo. Forgot I even got a memo here. Or a manual here. This is one of the more simple ones that was so fun because the artwork I did for it is just the texture of the skateboard. Nice hearing this music again after so long. I almost want to go back to Persona 4 with a different mindset, because I did not care that much most of the time while playing it originally. I did beat it, but so I guess it held my attention enough for an 80-hour game, but like it was still very segmented, and I made a very poor decision when I chose the difficulty to play at. That one I actually got the game for free because no one could, or because it just was that on the shelf. And I didn't really know what the game was. It was just like, oh, free game that isn't just random sports game. Sure, I'll try it. weirdly think I haven't worked on this project, or at least applied new labels, like probably in 2020 even yet. What is this one? Oh! Adrian, this one's for you, if you're still here. It's the song of our people. This is our national anthem. I really need to give Diddy Kong Racing its due, because until I got this like about a year ago, it was the only Rareware game on the 64 that I hadn't played, and we just did like a quick stream where we did like the first world or something, and it was so much fun. It's so much better than I expected it to be. Like I was expecting like Mario Kart 64 kind of physics, or like that era, because I was like, yeah, Mario Kart 64 is pretty janky. I don't know what else they do with racing games in that era, but like Diddy Kong felt a console generation ahead. At least gameplay-wise. I mean, graphics, it still looks 64, but like, as far as the game physics, it did feel either a console generation ahead or just Mario Kart 64. It kind of made it look that bad. It's weird going back to it, because Mario Kart 64 was like one of my favorite games when I was younger, but like going back to it now, like, the racing isn't really worth it, only the multiplayer is. There we go. These 64 ones. That's nice. That'll look way better on the shelf. It's all colorful and exciting now. And this one's on cardstock. This one will have a very interesting application method. Because these don't have a plastic shell around, or a plastic sleeve. So I'd have to like directly adhesive it. Oh, hello, Harrison. Welcome to the morning. This theme is making me too happy. How dare you? How dare you, Adrian? I play clarinet. That's my primary instrument. I take offense. But I like the sound of the oboe more, too. But also, when it comes to actually playing the instrument, there's far more agony involved with the oboe than the clarinet. Our band didn't even have an oboe player. Like, 2 people tried it, and they didn't like it, and so our high school, both middle school and high school bands just didn't even have oboe players. Because everyone who tried it didn't like it. This is a much smoother surface, it seems. Yes, the oboe changed my life. Banjo 2 is still a weird one for me. Like, how do I put it? It's one of very few games in my collection where it's here and I have it, but I actually have no idea at what point and from where Banjo-Tooie on 64 entered my collection. Oh yeah. We had so many trumpet players in our band, it was actually terrible. Like, our high school band had like 80 members, and something like 45 of them were trumpet players. Like, we had so many trumpet players, and it was such an unbalanced sound that, we literally just had, like, each trumpet player had the option to either change to lower brass or, what was it? It was either change to a different brass instrument, or just only play, like, one song a concert so that it wasn't unbearable. And almost none of them actually changed, so they all just stuck to, like, one song per concert almost. But they all had to, like, practice each one. It was a mess. Since I've heard Mikulachu. Oh yeah, so it was Trumpet Attack. The worst part was that our senior year, the band director was like, okay, what's your favorite song you've ever played while you were here? That is what your senior song is going to be, like the big send-off, your final moment. And literally, the options were like 3 different songs that use the entire band in a very balanced way, and then Defying Gravity, which was literally just like an alternating brass solo the entire time, where almost 2/3 of the band doesn't play or plays like 2 bars of the entire like 150 bar piece. And that one won by a large margin because of how many trumpet players there were. Like, the trumpets were over half the band, so like, literally our final senior send-off, anyone who wasn't a trumpet, or like, what was it? Only like 7 or 8 people in the band really played. Out of like, oh, there was like 40 or 50 of us for that. It was bad. Oh, love that part by Alice. What is this one? Outrun. I haven't heard that name in a while. I almost forget what it is. Is that the one, landscaping game? No, that was Dust Force. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. 20 tubas, yes. A band with 40 tubas is a band that, it has some power. Oh yes, the game brass are phenomenal. I'm still happy because of all 3 of their albums that got physicals, for all of them, I was the first person to order the physical outside of the band. And I honed that trend with this one, but this copies don't actually start shipping until like mid-August on this album. The album came out on the 17th of this month, I believe. crazy because I think there's only 2 trumpet players. Where did I drop? There's only a little piece of tape that fell. Just get stuck in my socket here. This was probably going to be printed a little larger. I mean, it works.
That piece of tape fall.
I'm just confused. Where are the lost pieces? Bazookazooples. It is. The outro music? The outro music of what? Smoother. That had to be John. John's just insane on the trumpet. Not the John from the stream. Played it for 3 years and still tells people he doesn't even know how to make a note on it. So, but John Robert Matz. There we go. Banjo-kazooie. Yes. What's next? Oh goodness, no! I think this is the last one in the album. Yep. Also, the music has been up here for another, or I guess this is better way to show it.
Can you see the sun is shining on me? It makes me feel so free, so alive. It makes me want to survive. And the sky, it makes me feel so high. The bad times pass me by, 'cause today it's gonna be a brighter day. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? Don't you feel
Like, I get that there's a lot of brass in this, but it just doesn't inherently feel like a game brass tune.
reach out for the sunshine? Forget about
I kind of want to keep listening to game brass after this 2000
the good times, and they will come back.
Although the other ones are a Christmas album and a Halloween album. I've listened to the Halloween ones more recently, so probably
Feel the
I'll listen to Christmas.
sunshine.
Dystopia.
Something for me to do. Can you feel the sunshine too? It's coming through. It makes me feel brand new when you're here. I wish
still upset that I haven't listened to this enough to actually know like 80% of the lyrics.
Reach out for the sunshine, forget about the rain. Just think about the good times, and they will come back again. When the sun goes down, I feel like I am waiting for another day when the clouds go away.
Yeah, I really, I don't know.
Can you feel
I've almost listened to the song more just like in awe most of the time than I do in like,
Can you feel
oh, I gotta learn this type of mindset. I think I tried to learn Dope Fiend at one point, but for the most part, there's not very many songs with lyrics that I go out of my way to try to learn. That one I gave up after like 3 verses or whatever, because I didn't know what I'd actually do with the knowledge and I didn't care anymore. Ah, yes, special one. So, yeah, that one thing that I put on Twitter, that wasn't a hoax, I actually still have it. And it has to be in one of these cases because I have 2 ports of the game. And I made a custom label that's got Game Boy on it. Solo. Oh, yeah. Me and Chris are in that one, actually. I feel like that's not obscure knowledge, though.
Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine, forget about the rain.
There is no rain! I want to remember Insane in the Rain. Oh yeah, since I feel like somebody will ask me sooner or later, I have already talked with Carlos regarding him potentially doing an alert for me, amongst all the other musicians doing something. He is not open to missions, even if it's only like a 5-second thing. Upsetting. There's actually a point, if I could find the note, he actually said that he'd do like a 25-second thing for me at one point, but that was so long ago that I doubt it still holds up. Alright. It is, well, actually there's too few of you here for it to matter. So, for for a poll to be worth doing. So, I have 2 ideas for the next thing. The 8-Bit Big Band just released something called the KK Sessions, which is based on songs from KK Slider, I'm assuming. I have not listened to it at all. Or we could listen to more stuff from the Game Brass, which is the people who just played all the music that has been playing so far in the stream. Which one do you want to do? Big Band Animal Crossing, or a Brass Band Winter Music or something? KK? Okay, yeah. Because I have not listened to this one yet. How many songs are in it? 5 tracks. Oh, we can move on to that pretty quickly anyway. Okay. Another batch done. Looks pretty good. They could have been printed a little larger. What's next? PSP and Game Boy. Oh, it is? Excellent. I actually use a different packing tape normally. This is just the one I happen to find. I have like a bunch of different brands of it. I just couldn't find the one I was looking for. I was looking for my transparent Scotch one. That's in a red roll. That's a smaller one than that. I didn't find it. Is this what I think it is? I didn't know I still had this. It is! Ah, excellent. This will be a throwback. I still have the spray paint that I used in that Switch video. The same spray paint that I painted my Switch with like 3 years ago. More than that. I just haven't had anything else to do with it. And most of it's still in there, so I didn't throw it out. And I still really need to find a copy of that game too. That was nice. Ooh. No! Don't let your internet fail. We got KK Disco. Oh, this is so good. Alto duet? Oh, so good! Step moving. Alright, we got 2 PSP games. My other GameStop case game. Duz Jr. literally came with this. That is pathetic. There we go. That looks nice. This is what I made at the beginning, just still looks so bizarre to me. Like, the PSP DS case. It just looks so weird to me. Like, it's just gonna be stacked with all the DS games. Just, oh, PSP. Sticker paper for this than I expected. So good! I don't think, is music allowed to be this good? There's gotta be breaking some kind of policy. Giant kosher rockfall? Oh dear. This kind of reminds me of Taro's cover. It's like a third-party PSP case, so like it's bending really unusually. It's like it looks like Patapon on the side, but then the front is all GameStop stuff. That's fine. Oh, these are gonna be some of the more bizarre ones to put into cases. No, you gotta unlock Rob. Okay, have they actually brought back Waluigi Pinball in any of the other Mario Kart games? Off the top of my head, I don't think they have, and that's just upsetting. Was it in 7? I know for sure it's not in 8 or B. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Was it in Mario Kart 7? It's been so long since I played Mario Kart 7, actually. Really? I only remember Mario Kart 7 fondly. Something off about it I didn't know? That's a good solo. It's so nice having an actual label on Ghost Fable now. Yeah. Harrison, I think you underestimate my ability to look positively at things that are at games. Like, I literally, played all of Paper Mario Sticker Star and didn't realize that it was, a widely criticized game until several years after that. I didn't even, think of it as, a bad experience when initially playing it. I'm very accepting of games that people do. I just like games. Bubble game. Oh, there's your little emote. Oh. A single character is not going to change, my thoughts of the game. Oh, that wouldn't be a good example. Me and Chris were actually talking about this a bit last night, but, is Monkey Ball Banana Blitz on Switch really the best game of all time because you can play as Sonic? Or Star Fox Battle for Atlas, or Starlink Battle for Atlas, really the greatest thing ever just because it has 10 minutes of Star Fox cutscenes in it? A single character really doesn't make a difference. Although it makes a lot of a difference to sales for some people, but I don't really get why that's a deciding factor for so many people. I can't show that on stream. Harrison gets upset when he sees it. Nothing to see there. Oh, the music's too loud. Unless someone tells me, I don't know. Is that a little better? Well, it's a copy that was originally going to be yours, but I wanted it too much, so I kept it. Oh, hey! There's actually already adhesives in this one, so that should work. Sheesh, this is great. Sonic Advance 2 and 3 are not Game Boy Color games. There we go. Oh, that one's actually a complete in-box copy. That one's not anything of mine that I've made. Get it stuck down. That looks nicer. Looks kind of weird because there was no bundle pack of it or whatever, but... But yeah, it's a complete in-box version. It's not like some custom label I made. I'm still surprised how valuable this is, because I got this for 20 bucks from a friend. And I think the selling rate on this game in this condition, with this many parts to it, right now is something like $110, maybe more. Yeah, it's got even, oh, it's all its manuals. The game cartridge itself, I don't even know if it's been used. It just looks mint in every way. There's no scratches at all. I don't know. Happy find. The thing is, they were selling it to me thinking that it was just a loose cartridge, or that it was the value of a loose cartridge. And I just didn't call them out on it. Because I was like, nah, I want that. Yoink. I've actually played Oracle of Ages. I've only played Oracle of Seasons of the two. Yeah. I mostly held on to that because, unlike 3DS Virtual Console, I can actually play that, or I can use the Game Boy player to play that one on stream, which, nowadays I try to get most games I have in a format I can stream. Because that's my main incentive to play games. Like, I didn't play PS3 games for like 2 or 3 years because I couldn't stream them. But then I fixed that. Now I've been playing a lot of PS3 games. Now I'm trying to see about ways for maybe the Vita or 3DS. But they're a little scarce. And I'm not too concerned for the most part. In the end, I'd probably save most of those as games I just play on my own. Clarinet solo. We didn't have like any good clarinetists in our high school bands, so hearing a good quality clarinet solo is very nice. That's why I love this group's Common Observatory so much. It's just like a giant clarinet solo. Also, this is a repro card for anyone wondering, because getting an actual copy of this game is like $140. The annoying thing is, the actual title of this game is Metal Gear Solid, making there 2 games in that franchise that are just called Metal Gear Solid, and it's really bizarre. So, I took the European name for the game when I made the label. Yeah. I got them both around the same time, I think. Really solid systems. This has some, like, markings on it that I don't like. Is there any cleaning solution left on this? Also, the album ran out of music. That is a travesty. Let's just listen to their massive collab of Lifelight. Because I actually started kind of getting tired of listening to Lifelight, but, like, this changed that. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna need my secret technique. Chemical. What? Keep part of the cap. I still love how, like, they planned this project. They're like, yeah, anyone who wants to submit a part, go on. And they're like, yeah, we'll probably get like 50 and then fill in the gaps ourselves. They got like 100 clips submitted. There's so many musicians, and the video for this is just absurd. There's so many people I recognize too. that like didn't even know about the opportunity until I was like messaging, hey, are you gonna be in this? Like, oh, they're doing that. I want to be in it. They have a fleet of bassoonists. When does that ever happen? I really want to get to Mario Tennis at some point. Mario Tennis on Game Boy Color and Donkey Kong 94 are two games that, like, are very easy to assume there's something they're not. Because both of them are completely independent from other things in their franchises. As far as, like, what they actually have to offer. Like, Mario Tennis is how do I put it? It's an RPG, basically. And, this one is basically the original Donkey Kong, but what if instead of 3 levels or 4 levels or whatever that loop every now and then, it's just like 100 completely unique levels where most of them have their own unique mechanics as well. Stickers like this. Legend of the 7 tennis balls. That's the thing. Mario, or you don't really see Mario characters that often in Mario Tennis on Game Boy. They're basically their only appearance is in marketing and box art and stuff, but also like they are the final challenge out of nowhere in the game. So like I'm pretty sure the game was like mostly designed. Not really intended as Mario Tennis, but I can't really say for certain on that. Because it did still coincide with Mario Tennis 64 to some extent, which is Mario from the ground up, so who knows? It's probably listed somewhere on the internet. This arrangement is so good. It puts so much more life into a song that, like, generally feels kind of dead. Mostly because of how monotone the vocalist performance is in the English version of the song. But the thing is, like, the way that it's actually, like, written and goes with the melody, it's kind of like the way it sounds if anyone tries to sing along. For the most part, unless they, like, go really all in on trying to make it something else. These ones are always a little tricky. Because the plastic bends a lot. And you have to use the actual cartridge to like push it down and flatten it against the edge. There we go. Donkey Kong 94. Which is not the official name of the game, but that's what everyone knows it as. Alright, where's the one I was talking about earlier? I want to listen to Snowtopia, it's been too long. Even though it's Christmas music in July, I don't care! I like Snowtopia. Mario's Teenies. Donkey Kong turns 94, the video game. Might need a little extra. Wow, you can already tell listening through this that Alex's recording setup has improved a lot. So these ones are all going to be in a similar way to the larger N64 cases, or like Gex and Banjo games. What's happening? No! The art streams or these streams are different. I don't have reprints of these, and these actually cost money to replace because this is on special paper. Yeah, channel points are mostly for the games. They don't really change these kind of things. Let's see. Where's my request queue? I could just reject that one. So now you didn't lose any points over it. I do need to play Earthbound one of these days. Yeah. I mean, it probably goes by both names, right? I'm not too familiar. When it comes to Earthbound music, I mostly am versed through Smash Bros, not through actively going out of my way to listen through the soundtracks or be familiar with the games and their history. Yes. Maybe we should just listen to Super Soul Bros album after this one then. It has been a while since I've listened to it. Oh, Brandon! I haven't seen you in chat in a while. Hello. Then again, this is probably when you get home from work, isn't it? Oh no. I don't have water over here! Ah! Ah! Well, it's with me apparently.
Oh, look at the rat. Hello, Mia. You looking
My posters fell. That was in your door poster fell off the wall. I'm upset. Mia, this is... Pepper, I'll blame you. Thank you for taking the blame. Excellent. Needed water. Well, right now, I have a bunch of games that don't have labels, or at the very least, the labels look like this. So, I figured I'd make them look like the actual labels that they should have. Because it just looks way nicer on the shelf. Because otherwise, it's actually a very large portion of my collection that would have, like, basically no labels. Like, if it was like 5 or 6 games, I probably wouldn't care too much, but since it's so many games I have, I want to go out of the way to make them look nice. What up? This is just when I happen to wake up. Like, I crashed at, like, how do I put it? My sleep schedule is kind of broken. This is just when I happen to be awake, so, how do I put it? What is it? It's Friday, right? So on Thursday, I actually woke up at about 7 p.m. and then I stayed up until about 4 p.m. yesterday. And then slept for like 2 hours. Then me and Chris did our stream, and then I crashed from like 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. today. And then I actually had my first day back at work in like 3 weeks today at noon. So that'll be fun. We'll see if I'm awake enough to not die. Some Genesis games. And these are literally NES boxes. But they fit 2 Genesis cartridges really well, so... Except for Sonic and Knuckles, which is just... It's its own beast. Which for the Sonic games, Sonic 1 and 3 look pretty good in one case, but I have Animaniacs and Rocket Knight in the same one here, which is quite a bizarre selection. Yes, I have. So we went up to our usual family camping trip area. Oh, this is a great fit. We went up to our usual yearly family camping trip thing. And at the very end of it, on the last day after a week, Mary's like, "Oh yeah, so I came here already knowing I had been tested positive. I just didn't feel like telling any of you," which was not great. And then we all had to quarantine for like the minimum 10 days. We took like 2 or 3 different COVID tests we took a COVID test like every 5 days or something. And we've all been tested negative since the 21st, but because of just time passing, I couldn't return to work until this Tuesday. And today is the first day they actually had hours to give me. So that's fun. I love when songs just end with the tuba just boom. This one's great, but I'm not feeling it. It's a very... This one's literally not even game music, really. This one's pretty good, actually. Persona 4 is... I don't know why, but like in my initial time playing it, I really didn't acknowledge the soundtrack much at all, but like nowadays going back to it, I'm like, how did I not like appreciate this as much as I should have? Snowflakes falling on your face. Is your way.
The laughter from this treasured place.
It's weird. It's winter music in July. Best stream decisions here. Yeah, these are NES ones. It's just seemed like the best. It's the best fit for what I have, so I'm going for it. I mean, it still looks fine on the shelf, and honestly, that's my main focus. Sonic Knuckles, you deserve so much better. So, oh, I forgot. They have two different lyrics for that part.
This friendship, it was built to last. Here we swore that we'd be true to bonds that were forged in
Yeah.
our
I prefer winter by a long shot to summer. Like, I'm sure, like, the convenience of things you can do outside is great, but, like, the temperature, I just love so much more in winter. Like, I'll wear shorts and t-shirts into, like, the low 30s, because I just don't really get cold. But I start to feel, like, really hot when it's, like, above, like, 60. The thing is, based on, like, my specific region of the world or whatever, throughout the year it's anywhere from like -10 to about 90 roughly. Most often between probably 30 and 80. At least that's about the averages for like Wisconsin. I guess I'm kind of saying it for Harrison to have contact. Everyone else in chat is like kind of around this area, but Harrison's just lived in Florida his whole life, so Florida's probably very different. These came out a lot better than the 64 ones. That looks solid. You won't even see like the pink case on the wall. It's probably because I also printed them on thicker paper. It's actually after this one. Ah, yeah. I think I only have like one more track from this album I want to listen to right now. Then I kind of want to move on to more big band stuff. I want to hear the I'm Still Alive or whatever from 8-Bit Big Band again. It's been too long. It's been like a week. So good. The thing is, every time I have this as like a project to work on, I'm just like, oh yeah, it's just a Photoshop project, and then it's super quick and easy to do the next parts. But no, it's even once I get home with the prints, it's quite a bit more to focus on still. Let's go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Nice. Yeah, it looks really solid. Because it's a little over-printed, so it gives me more flexibility. Ah, yes. The one game me and Brendan have been talking about for the longest time to play. Well, not this specific one. This one is, a little different. Where do I have it? Did I bring the game down? Oh, yeah. That's this stack. Perfect Dark. We actually did the first level at one point, but like in the end, that's like all I've done really. We didn't even beat the first level, I don't think. Still, it has a really good theme. OORTR. What is OOTR? Is that a game I should be familiar with? It doesn't sound familiar. This actually kind of blends in the case a little bit. I'm not familiar with the acronym. At least off the top of my head. I like how when I started this project, I was... Oh, Ocarina of Time randomizer? I don't actually know how to play randomizers or ROM hacks or any of those. Like, I still have, like, no experience setting stuff like that up. Like, I saw it and I was like, Ocarina of Time. I was like, but what is the R? And then a multiplayer game. Is that where there's like 2 Links wandering around the world or something? Alright, where's my 8-bit big band? Is this? No, not that. No. Yes! Oh, one of the best arrangements VGM has ever had. Like, really, bar none. You can't say it isn't fantastic. And the thing is, the vocalist is also the trumpet player.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
That sounds crazy.
Aperture science.
Song request.
Do what
Wait, what?
we must because we can. For the good of all.
Yeah, there's kind of song requests. It's like through the channel point system. Yeah, that one turns out really well because it blends the case pretty well. This is a game that very few people know about. There's so few people that know that Perfect Dark is actually a trilogy. Everyone just assumes it's one game, maybe 2.
I'm not even angry.
Most people don't even remember Perfect Dark Zero.
I'm being so sincere right now.
What is this,
Even
Croc?
though you broke my heart and killed me, tore me to pieces, and
Threw every piece into a fire.
as they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line. We're out of phase.
Still really need to play Portal.
So
Still haven't played Portal 1.
think of all the things
So upset by that.
for the people who are still alive.
Did pretty good in the poll though, so. Are you sure? I'm confused. Are you referencing something? And then this right here is also the vocalist. He's just like, you know, I'm gonna pull out a trumpet.
Well, look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run, there is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. while you're dying, I'll be
Flipping is always
still
weird for me
alive.
because I always like start to say it something.
Fantastic, and I'm still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. Still alive.
We need this guy to like voice GLaDOS in Portal 3. I forget wanting Portal 3 just because Valve doesn't do 3s. I want Portal 3 because then that could happen. What's something I'm craving? Ooh. I do really like this one. This one's just a standalone. It's a bit quieter though. It's such a good piano piece. Hey, Lupin. I'm just messing with your sleep schedule. I don't want to talk much during this. I'll just mute the mic during this one because this is a very good song. I actually, by a decent margin, actually preferred this piano arrangement to the original. Granted, I've heard this like 50 times and I've heard the original like once and don't remember it, but I stand by that. Lupin, what is this British man thing you keep talking about? Am I supposed to know what you're talking about? We raided Jules last night. Wait, were you even around at the end of the stream? I forget. Oh, then Jules raided someone? He does do that. Then that person. And why is this my fault? And also, why is this like such an important topic suddenly? Oh, you raided someone, then they raided someone, then they raided someone. This is an important topic. This is relevant to your channel. I'm confused. Am I missing something? Oh. That part. Oh, you fell asleep and then woke up and that's what was still playing on your phone? Excellent. That makes more sense then. Looks like a weird on a blue case, but nice. Yeah, we already beat SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom on the channel a while back. But we beat the GameCube version. We didn't beat the Game Boy Advance port. We gotta do that later. Well, that was that. What's another good one? Ooh, I know what theme I want to hear again. It's been too long. It's been like a week. Alright. Have a good one, Lupin. Enjoy your whatever. Just the low strings. Like, typically I'm not a huge fan of, like, the digital versions of, like, real instruments. But, like, when you give Braxton Burks strings, oh my goodness, does he do some crazy stuff. He does more with, like, digital strings than, like, anyone else I really know that does things with real strings. Then again, I'm a pretty big fan of Petty Russell's stuff, so... that part's on a little odd, but... This one works better on the blue case. There we go. That's that page. Pretty solid, actually, some of the most vibrant looking ones. Oh, that's right, I forgot I turned up the music a lot because the last one was quiet. There we go. That should be a little better. Oh. It's a pretty small one. Is that the whole thing already? Ooh. It's been a really long time since I've listened to Peralius, actually, now that I think about it. This one is a really nice album, like the physical. It's one of my favorite fan albums for, like, appearance and aesthetic. I have not listened to Theophany in a long time. We can do that after this one, though. Like for this track, not this album. Sheesh, when's the last time I heard Theophany? I haven't even heard the name in however long. Only 3 years ago? I thought it was longer than that. Oh, we got it bookmarked now. Who did they have as the guitarist for this album? This one, the fat 3DS case is gonna be such a weird one. And the Fender is the only one in an SNES case I have for this. So good. Alright, and then let's also flip that over. I have not heard this in so long. This will be such a throwback. Actually, I don't know if I have heard this one. I've heard certainly many parts of this, of his Majora's Mask stuff, but this one doesn't actually sound familiar. We did Majora's Mask actually earlier. Grab. So that is these three. And this one. Yeah. Oh, hey, John. Yeah, what's up? And Brendan's here, and he requested some Theophany, so me and John's nostalgia is back. Yeah, I haven't listened to Theophany probably since the last time me and you listened to it together, John. And I don't think I've heard this song. I'm actually gonna bookmark it. Actually, now that I think about it, let's see. Yeah. Dang it, the character limit. Why is the character limit? Okay. What was the other one? It was... Yeah. Okay. There we go. So here's for... What music should we listen to after this? Working today? Yes, I am. I work at, what is it, noon or so? Maybe a little... I mean, I think to leave around noon. I work around 1. So, for the music, it's either going back to an old Theophany album that I haven't heard in a really long time, or continuing with the Chrono Trigger one I was playing a little bit ago. That's so good. They're both good. I mean, at least I'm assuming Theophany's good. I haven't listened to it in so long that I don't really know what I can say about it. But I believe the album is called Time's End, right? Well, I know Brendan and John have voted at least. Because knowing them, Chrono Trigger is like the last thing they're thinking about. At least of the two options here. Now, okay, now we got our big 3DS. You haven't heard Time's End? That's Theo Fanny's original album. I didn't even realize this is an animated video. Yeah, it's called Time's End 2 is this album's name. Sheesh, that flautus is insane. Majora's Mask is memorable, but there are so many soundtracks I hold in higher regard than Majora's Mask. Because there's so many, like Koji Kondo, I think it was him, yeah. Like he does some amazing stuff, and Majora's Mask is certainly a highlight, but there's so many soundtracks that have stuck with me so much more. Majora's Mask is definitely one that like I will never forget, but I don't know. Things like Xenoblade Chronicles and the Chrono games. There's so many RPGs that have soundtracks that stand out to me. All right, well, which one won the poll? Time's End, it seems. Let's see. Time's End. This is the original from 2013. Or the original, like, full album stream. Yeah, this is what I remember. It's been so long. This is Zelda's Spirit Tracks. Spirit Tracks has some pretty solid music in it. I'd still say Majora's Mask is above Spirit Tracks, though. And we got our fat 3DS box. Just free NES games from my cousin. For some reason. This is the classic stuff that me and John listened to. It's almost weird having a game proudly pronouncing that they're a Konami game. It's been so long since that's been a thing. Here we go, though. Konami. Name that game challenge? What do you mean? Oh, this? I thought we were already listening through Time's End. I guess that makes sense. This sounds like the King of Hyrule's theme, but I don't know if this would be Wind Waker or Breath of the Wild. I'm guessing due to just... This could be Wind Waker or Breath of the Wild. Yeah. It's King of Hyrule's theme, though. Because it's used in both, and in both it's also just like a what is it? A foreboding piano solo. Like, is there a way to look at it without spoiling it? Oh. Yeah, this is Wind Waker. Yeah. I kinda wanna go back to the Theophany one. That one was good. If a little, intense. Breath of the Wild 2? Sure! I don't really get excited about games really that much anymore. There's never really been a time where I, like, feel obligated to, like, hype up games and, oh, the next big game's coming out! And, I mean, like, I'm just happy with games in general. Like, I already have tons of games I can play that I know I'll love. Like, if new games are coming out, that's cool. But I don't really go out of my way, like, to get super excited about new releases. Because it's so rare that I'll even buy a game within a year of it coming out, because there's so many great games to play as is. I don't need to, like, focus all my time and energy on, like, getting excited about one particular game that much, usually. So I just don't bother much at all. Just like, when it comes out, cool. Before that, I don't know, I'm not thinking about it much. Oh, there's that batch, though. Came out pretty nice. We got quite a stack going today already. But yeah, we've already finished this during the stream alone. Wait, Lupin, you're back still? Or you're still here or back? Restoring buildings? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When you start hyping up a game, you start having unrealistic expectations. At least, that's probably a common problem. These are gonna be exciting. We got our little fat 3DS label now. This part here. So. Oh! That cello is just so good. The cello is my weakness. It's one of my favorite instruments ever to listen to by quite a margin. In no small part because of Journey, but like really, it's just such a good instrument. I really wish Jules would do more with his. Yeah. That's because Bunky's Quest for Power is kind of bland. It's mostly just like the jokes and like hyping it up for the sake of the community that keeps it going. But like even Steven himself is like, yes, it is a game I developed in an hour and a half. Using a song that I intentionally picked because it sounded bad. Like, it's like 5 minutes long. Like, everyone's aware that Bunky Quest for Power is not intended to be a great game, if even a game. That's kind of the joke behind it. Yeah, we got a Vita game in here. Let's go, Unit 13. I haven't thought about that game in a long time. Buck Bumble? I mean, I've got that. I don't need to make another label for that. I made the label for that one a while ago. My copy's pretty screwed up, though, but I did get it for pretty cheap. Yeah, I got this for like $5, I think. Normally it's at least like 15. Been meaning to play it. Although in the end, the game's mostly, like most of its notoriety is from its main theme rather than its gameplay. Oh, this Tetris one was fun. I spent forever trying to find like cool artwork to put there, and I found like this really cool art piece, but it's how do I put it? I had to like Photoshop the heck out of it just to like try to make it work for this. Such a cool drawing though. I also found like some really cool artwork of Crash and Spyro just like hanging out. Like, let me see if I can find these since I'm talking about them. Or, no, that's probably not it. Come on. It's been so long since I've heard this. It's not in my file under the right name, at least. Yeah, but like some of the artwork I got for these is so cool. Where is it? Oh, I forgot about that. The Incredibles game. PS2. Wait, you're cooking a chicken pot pie with a PS2? I'm confused. What did I miss? What part of this statement am I not understanding? This is all like the last batch of logos. Where's the one I got for like this Crash? There's so many of Harrison's thumbnails in this folder for some reason. Oh yeah, that's right, you did do a BioShock video. I forgot about that already. Okay, there's the logo. Where's the artwork? Yeah, this one. Well, I forget where I found this, but I had to find artwork of Crash and Spyro for the one label, and the fan community does such cool stuff. It's probably one of my favorite pieces of artwork that I've seen from fans. It's so cool. I like that one a lot. Where was the one Tetris one I found, though? That would have to have been more recent. Yeah. That was like in the last week or so. Oh yeah, that's right. I have this now because of John. So now this is on my computer. I dragged the file in. Why is Streamlabs not? The image is too powerful for Streamlabs. Excellent. Yeah, this one I think. Yeah, that was the Tetris artwork I found. So cool. But it needed a lot of Photoshop before it was usable. This is like drawn with like markers on paper. Like, what the heck is it with artists? They do such crazy stuff. Where's that? Why is it not letting me drag this one picture in though? Let me see if I can. There we go. That was not what I meant to put there. Ah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We won't worry about it. We gotta worry about Earthworm Jim on Game Boy Advance. Which is another game I just got for free because the label was so screwed up that no one could tell what game it was. Such a nostalgia trip of music. This one's really hard to cut because the yellow is very similar. Gallery 3. We played Judge for like a solid 2 hours when we first did that. It's so weird. Actually, you know what? Why not? I kind of want to listen to at least one more from here. What's next? Another tuna. Yes! We need more happy music to counterbalance Theophany. I also just have only listened to this album like once or twice. Like, I literally got the physical and I still only listened to it like once or twice. Such a happy album. Also, it has acoustic guitar, so that's already a win for me. Yeah? Well, Lupin, you gotta save up more. Saving points isn't just a hobby, it's a way of life. So Brendan, when are you getting back into streaming? I haven't seen you since that Borderlands 3 stream when it was still a new game. Poor pie acquired. Excellent. I was actually eating chicken pot pie at the start of last night's stream. It's weird having the camera mounted on the desk I'm working on because I can shake it. But I mean, it was the best angle that I could get without tons of effort, so. Alright, so that is mostly this stack. A lot of these don't even have labels on them. And Unit 13 keeps falling out. The Vita games, they seek escape. Honestly, Unit 13 is probably one of the games I most... Ah, Minecraft. John's trying to get me to play that with him. But then I just say Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, and he just shuts up and he's like... It's like his trigger word. Or I could start talking about like GoldenEye on the original Xbox. Me and John actually haven't played that in a long time. Very well, Lupin. You have chosen your fate. Fat Vita game. After all, this right here is actually Splinter Cell Chaos Theory that most people don't know about. John's convinced that it's a bad port, but like, honestly, I played the whole thing and I loved it, so I mean, I was not too concerned. For me, the main thing was just that it used 3D kind of weird. At this point, we're just listening to 2 albums and we're just going back and forth in the next track in each album. So... there we are. Although this one's structured as one whole video and not an album. Is this... oh! This is a classic. I haven't heard this in so long. This used to be one of my favorites in early VGM. Oh, so good. I missed this track. That guitar is why. Also the ocarina. The Minecraft soundtrack? Yeah. Me and Silas played it while we were doing our Minecraft playthrough because the game was so inconsistent with its music that if we just played the music on YouTube, we got actual music more consistently. Or like the actual soundtrack to Minecraft. So we were actually playing that a lot during it. We also went through the whole DK64 soundtrack when we were playing Minecraft. That was fun. This is such a good one. I missed this one. I forget. I have this in a playlist, right? I do. Yeah, Master Chief. Honestly, I still want to get a Halo album because the Halo games have such great music. All these ones where I put the sticker on the outside, yeah, it's so crappy looking. Where's that Goo Gone paper towel I had? I keep throwing it away because I think I'm done with it. Do I? There it is. Also, just get all these in a batch. What the heck is this? FNAF? No. You fool! We don't use those terms here. Who's throwing Kappas up here? Get. Sending Kappas after me. You fool. What kind of man sends a Kappa to do his work for him? No! Hey! Matt, stop it! Stop! Oh, best part. Wait, no! It's too many Kappas. Why did I almost say captchas? I hope nobody has an emote for captchas. That'd just be weird. very important that the Crash and Spyro one is clean because I like the artwork. Oh. I forgot about the vocalist part. I love this one. It's so good. The thing is, these are N64 cases. When are we... Brandon, when are we gonna be playing Rainbow Six on Game Boy Color? Just say, give me a date and a time we're in. I forgot, this one has a very long ending. Nintendo NES. There's an NES Rainbow Six game? I didn't realize the franchise was that old. Alright. Frozen Flame, let's go. Porting this to the NES. That sounds too much. It's too much. There we go. Simple one. Incredible! This one's a lot more subtle than I remember. Still got some goo going on the outside. Yeah, that's right. This is the one with the bad label at the bottom. Or the bad, adhesive. There we go. Incredibles. It's so incredible. You don't even know how incredible it is. It's like, it's incredible. They've got to have Brooke for this one, right? I want to look this up. Did they get Brooke for an Anderson for this particular track? It doesn't say. Oh. Oh, it's probably... it's Kristen. Yeah. It's quite a few people I know actually in this soundtrack. There's actually a few members of Disco Cactus even. No, I haven't played it yet. I got it for like $1 at a local game store, and I was like, you know what? Most GBA games are a little more expensive than that. Why not? It could be fun one day. Yeah, I've heard better things about the Game Boy Advance game, actually, of the two. Okay. Alright, we've only got 2 pages left, and these are the easiest ones to cut, but the hardest ones to place. Because these ones are all on DVD cases, so they're games I've gotten since, or digital games that I've gotten since the last time. But the thing is, all of these, I'd actually have to decide which games are more important to me to have labels of. Oh no. And back to Theophany for this next one. Which one is this? Healing the Great Fairy. At least it's about, yeah. John, when did you have a leap pad? Yeah, so for the Amazon game ones, I actually had to like make my own custom box art that would be universal for the Amazon games, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's just black, it has the logo, and then it has a character from each game at the bottom. I don't recall, I don't know. Granted, I knew you during that time frame, but like that doesn't mean I remember that. Honestly, that was probably still during the era of Levi doesn't know what a video game is. Kidding me, it happened again. Honestly, this still holds up a lot, the music. Okay, now we're into like the it does not matter how it's cut territory. Because it's just the side. What do you mean? I only get consoles where, like, there's games on it that I actually want to play. Except for the Saturn, because that can't really be justified with its cost. Those are so much quicker because the space between them doesn't matter. But yeah, I either need to get more DVD cases to use these, or I need to look through the things I already have in DVD cases and decide which ones are more valuable to have as that format. pretty solid one. Yeah, this one, if there's a little overlap, it's not that big a deal. There we go. Now they're all cut. So we got 14 games. Where I either have to get more cases to put them on, or I need to pick games that I care less about that I currently have and work from there. Alright, let's see. Let's get some of these back onto the shelf. Let's see, Thunder up here. All these games. Actually, where's my phone? I have a picture of how it all looked, so that could be easier to reference. Wait, was that the end? Okay, yeah. And back to here. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so I want to get these in the same order that I had them in. So for these ones here, that was, okay. Genesis games are their own stack. Wow, those look nice. Granted, it's a little zoomed out for you guys. It's probably fine. I won't be using the top shelves much, so it's okay if they're off camera. Then for the rest, it was Samurai Warriors, Golf, SpongeBob on the bottom, Perfect Dark, Mario, Kirby Croc. Trying to stack them in the same order I had them because they were like alphabetized and sorted by system in a certain way, so if I can avoid thinking about it too much, that's good. Yeah, these ones were a tight fit, so it's fine. And next to it, it was Donkey Kong 94, Zelda, is it Mario Tennis? Metal Gear, Sonic. Wow, that looks so much more solid now. Like, honestly, you can't really even tell which one are the ones I mocked up and which ones are the original because it's all. I tried to make them mimic the art style for all of these. That's just these two on top of them. Mario All Stars. I'll play you one day. Okay. This stack was just a random little hodgepodge of stuff, or whatever that term is. Okay. Alphabetized. Let's see. I like this one a lot, actually, this song. I don't really recall it from the game, though. There we go. Our fat 3DS Vita games hiding in there. Kingdom Hearts, where are you? Jeez. Such a contrast. Like, they just look like actual games now. Let's see, Rayman, and underneath that was Really Beat. Yeah, now you can't even really tell apart. At least until you take the cart or the actual case out, you can't really tell apart the official from the non. That's why I actually go to a place to get them printed instead of just printing them at home, because I can get more vibrant colors. This one still looks so bizarre to me. Oh. Back to Theophany. What's this one? Moon's Tear. We'll start in a moment. Okay, these N64 ones are a little wild. Okay. Gex at the bottom. Diddy Kong. Yeah, these do look a little small. That's probably fine. Zero X, I think, is the top of this one. Ocarina! Then John's personal favorite. Where's Mario Kart? Oh. I don't know why, but it's quicker for me to alphabetize them by just looking at a picture of them in order than it is to, like, think about it. Looks so much better on this shelf now. They all just look like actual games and they line up. Also, it's just cool artwork to represent them. PSP games, yeah. Look like actual PSP games now. Destroy All Humans was at the bottom of that pile. Got like the edge of my headphones. Go ahead and plug an extender into them. Yeah, putting these away has actually been pretty quick. was an easy one. Red steel. Oh wow, that one actually looks pretty close. And Gale Darkness. Like it. Looks so much nicer. Now the concern is, though, is I have, what is it? I have 14 new labels, but what are you doing? No. But I have all these digital games up here, and I have to figure out which digital games I feel I'm most interested in. Because whichever ones I'm more interested in, I'll actually leave on the shelf, because that's like the place where things get considered for the most part. So now I have to decide, like, if there's some up here that I'm like more or less interested in. Or I could just wait and get more cases. Which honestly is probably what I'm leaning towards, because that just seems way easier. And then they can all be represented better. A Wavebird? This? No, this is just a regular one. I had a Wavebird, but Silas threw it against a wall like 15 years ago, so now I don't have a Wavebird. Yeah. I think it's just easier for these ones to just get another DVD case. Let's see. Oh. It looked more chunky. Yeah, it probably is. How do I look at, like, past orders? Yeah. All orders, last got them on January 9th. Oh, the price went up. They used to be $22, now they're $25. What are these, a 50-pack? I don't need a 50-pack, though. Huh. Quite a dilemma. Some of these I do want up there. I don't feel like eliminating any of them is the thing. Of the DVD cases, because I have a bunch up here that are like just a DVD case, there's nothing in them. It's just for the sake of having a game that I have digitally on the shelf. That way I actually remember I have it. And like when I tell people, hey, find a game we could play that you'd like to play, they can actually just see the games that wouldn't be represented otherwise. And I'm 14 cases short now, so the main thing would be like, do I buy another 50-pack of cases and not use most of them, or do I like find the 14 that I like the least amongst all of these, or not that I like the least, am least interested in getting to right away, and put them on the side. Or I could probably just put these up here as like a little stack sticking out. I could actually. Yeah, why not do that? That seems easier for now. I know it was kind of dumb, but it's way easier to actually have representation for them that way. I'll have to order more cases, and then we'll figure it out. They're not really going to get lost. They won't move much. But they should be good. Alright, well I didn't have much else planned for the stream today, and I need to be getting ready for work shortly anyway. So, let's say we figure out a raid. There's got to be people to raid somewhere. I lined up with the end of the song. I needed to plan for that. Okay. Oh, now my bedhead's really obvious. That's fine. So, who is live? Absolutely no one. Why is no one live? Okay. Who's doing... What's happening in the art category right now? Looks like it's a really small streamer in art category right now, and that's doing something interesting. Wow, I was going for like 5 or for like 10 pages, and I'm already, and I'm still seeing people who have more viewers than I do now. The smaller they are, the more impactful a raid is. Was that Golden Sun? I think I saw Golden Sun. Yes! Okay, that's Golden Sun. That wins. If you're streaming Golden Sun stuff, yes. Alright, let's raid someone who's doing some Golden Sun artwork. Oh wait, is their stream ending? No, that's not fair! I wanted to raid Golden Sun artist. And they had to be ending their stream. It's not fair. Okay, I've never really gone through the art category before, but it seems like it's not for the faint of heart. Why is there such an emphasis on anime girls in this? Where's somebody doing something that looks cool? What is this? No, that one's not even in English. There's so many Korean ones in here. You guys probably want me to raid people or raid someone who actually speaks English. That sounds important. Oh, hey! This could be interesting. Someone's painting Warhammer figures. I don't know much on those, but it looks cool, so I'll watch that. Yeah. This should be fun. Yeah, let's raid this guy. Let's see. This is Empire or Empreme. Yeah, that should be fun. Just spam the Bunky emote if you have it. Scream raid. Yeah, let's make this guy's day. He's only streamed to a few viewers. Oh, he only just got affiliate. Oh yeah. Let's go hang out. Let's bother someone new. This will be fun. All right. See you guys next time. I don't really know when that'll be because I work the next 3 days, most of the days, so who knows. I'll try to find something to do in the near future, though. Should be fun. See you guys there.